And if you listen carefully in there, you should hear the little baby. You can actually see him over there. What's up, people? I'm Xogue, and welcome to my world. We're here, we're doing things, back on Life in the Woods, and that guy right there is still, well, it's still there. We were gonna, today, let me start here. In the last episode, if you don't remember, we did kill the Ender Dragon. And actually, I have some Ender Pearls. I need to start remembering to bring them with me, because I do have feather falling on the boots. Where did I put them? Here we go. Just give me a stack of them for now. I farmed out a few of them just to give me enough for now. But, yeah. Anyway. Now, today I did say we were going to go and make an Enderman farm. But that Enderman farm, I can't speak today apparently. I apologize. That Enderman farm requires a lot of iron, okay? We're talking like 20 stacks or so. Now, the reason it's that much, a lot of you may be like, but the new iron farms are so easy, like they're not difficult. Yes, but we can't build the new one. The new one doesn't work in 1.7. We don't even have endermites in this version, I don't think. So, we're kind of stuck with the oldie. It's a goodie, but it's an oldie. So we're going to have to work on that and actually get one of the older farms set up, and it's going to take a lot of resources. So today, what we're going to do instead is work on getting those resources. Now, the resource it takes is iron. It takes a huge amount of iron, and there is a way to get iron. There is a farm. Give me the dirt block, man. Give me. Thank you. There is a way for us to get iron automatically without having to go mine for it. So we're going to do that today. And we're going to do, it's not going to be like a crazy awesome one. Like, we're not going to get like the iron foundry or anything like that, which is, I think what the version, the epic version is called for this Minecraft version. I think it is. I'm not completely sure exactly, but we're not going to do the Tango Tech version, basically. We're not going to get, thousands of iron per hour. We don't need that much. We really don't. After we get enough for the Enderman farm, which I can AFK for in like one night, and I'll be fine with the version we're going to do, it should be okay. We should be all right. There should not be a big deal if we do things properly. Now, what I'm doing here is I'm actually clearing out the area for this iron farm that we're going to build. We're going to do basically two villages. We're going to have, I don't know how many doors. I'm just going to kind of wing it because I kind of understand villages and how they work and things like that. We're going to wing it a little bit. Now, granted, I don't know it nearly as well as Tango Tech. That's not what I mean. I don't know it that well. But I do know it enough to wing one of the lower designs. I don't need to look up a tutorial or anything for it. So I do need to get a bunch of villagers, which now, one of the benefits of this is that we don't need the special way of breeding. The breeding of villagers is simple enough. You basically create a village, which is just a door. So we make enough doors, and the villagers will breed themselves without the need of food, without the need of anything else. Why are half of them missing? I don't get it. But they'll breed themselves all the way to the highest point that they can, given so many doors. So as long as we build enough doors, they're going to breed up to a good amount of villagers. You know, the one thing that I was really hoping for, you know how I told you I went down and I went through all those caves and everything, and went through all of the abandoned mine shafts. I did all that crazy stuff, right? I was looking for one thing in particular, a name tag, so we could finally name Jessica and we could be done with it. But we can't. I can't do that. I don't have any right now. How did I make copper ducts? It's really unfortunate that I couldn't do that. It really is, because I was really hoping I'd be able to do that. Let's give me, let's do 10 of them. And how much iron do I already have cooked? 35 of them. Bloop. Just, actually, what is it? I'll need 30, so that'll be perfect. All right, so we'll go, boom, just like that. Also, we have already, like, almost 10 stacks of iron. And yes, that's still not enough. It's not enough for the Enderman farm. We need like 20 stacks or something. It's a huge amount. But wait, no, hold on. What am I doing? That's wrong. That's not what I meant to do. This is what I meant to do. I was like, holy crap, man. All right, so now we have a bunch of hopper ducts. But what I'm doing over here, oh, I forgot to sleep. I've started setting up the kill chamber. Now, the reason I want to do the kill chamber now is that way, as soon as I get the villagers in place and everything will just kind of kick in. It'll start working and everything. So it'll be fine that way. Yeah, it'll be a little bit. What I've done here, I know the sun's in the way. So we have these drawers here. What I was thinking is that I'm trying to plan for the future, and I don't know how well I'm doing it, but this right here, we're going to have a little bit of a road type deal here. It's probably going to connect into this a little bit right here, and then it's going to come this way and that way. So it's a little bit like a road type deal. And if we follow this, we can just kind of turn, boom, boom, we have iron and poppies. So we should be good to go there, hopefully. Now, that being said, I don't know for sure, but what we're going to do is we're going to do this. Okay, so now we have these two. I don't think we're going to need... I'm going to need a few more hoppers. I think 6 is the right amount, but I need a couple of graded ones. And I can do iron as well, but I can't do poppies yet, although it doesn't really matter. Poppies should be by themselves. I'm going to get a full double chest of poppies, but I'm going to put a void upgrade on this guy. So once it is there, then we're going to be fine. And this guy right here... I don't want to put a void upgrade on him. I don't ever want to lose iron. I just hope 32 stacks is like, I don't know, a tremendous amount. But we're probably going to put some kind of storage upgrade on it or something like that. But this guy, we're just going to throw a void upgrade on it and call it done. Because we really don't need, we don't even need the 32 stacks of poppies. Like, that's just ridiculous. We don't even need to come close to that. But what I think I want to do is, let's go like this. So that way these guys are there. We're going to have... Oh, crap. I didn't even do the graded thing that I needed to do. I'm going to have to get some more iron. Actually, I'm going to have to smelt up a little bit more iron to get the graded hopper. I think I'm also going to need to do some sand, which I did get a bunch of sand. Oh, I thought I had a bunch of sand from chopping down the hill over there, which I didn't even mention at all. But yeah, the hill's gone. Boom! Congratulations! Yeah, I do need some glass as well, because I want the bottom of that to be glass. So we can see the iron golems die. And yes, they are going to die right in front of our eyes right here. There's a couple benefits to this whole situation. One, we're going to see them die, which is going to be really, really cool. Two, this is like the spot that I spawned in. So this is in the spawn chunks. 100% sure about that. So this thing is going to go all the time. No matter where we are, we could be exploring 10,000 blocks away in that direction, or that direction, or that direction. And this guy is still going to be pumping out iron for us. So it's going to be absolutely fantastic that way. But yeah. Eventually, we might actually throw a void upgrade on here, but only after we have the maximum upgrade on here, which I believe is emerald, and I believe we can already make it. I believe. Yeah, and then it'll take us a long time to fill that up. But anyway, I didn't even get the graded thing. Yeah. So let me cook up a bunch of iron, a bunch of glass, and I'm probably going to build out the bottom of this a little bit. And then we can talk about what the next steps and such. So what we've got over here now is pretty much the collection system. For now, collection system is pretty easy to get in with these vacuum hoppers and stuff. So what we've got is basically 2 graded hoppers. These guys are going to be loaded up. This one's going to have a poppy right here. This one already has an iron ingot. So what I think, I don't know if this guy will pick up anything at the moment. So in the beginning, we're going to get the poppies in here. But this is my overflow. This is in case something else shows up. Somehow something falls into it. Fish actually will probably spawn in this thing. And they'll fly down. I'll probably get a bunch of fish in here, actually. I might change this out depending on what we get in here. And add a couple more jungle drawers. Because this could turn into a fish farm as well as an iron golem farm. So that's pretty cool as well. But the way this is going is because we have the 2 graded hoppers here, we have to make sure every single item flows over every single one of these. So I can't have this guy back here pointed into this guy. It has to go into a circle. So these items are going into this one. These are going into this one. These into this one. And these over here into this guy. So these guys will quickly pull out any items that flow that match their little filters. So that works out really well. They'll go into these guys. And if we do have a problem with... these guys like storing iron or whatever, I don't know how we're going to fix that. We just have to hope that doesn't ever happen. I don't know. I don't think we're going to be getting iron golems fast enough for that to be a really, really big problem. But We're going to have to see. Anyway, also, you see that I am using andesite, which looks a lot like soapstone. But this I found down below. I have like 3 stacks of it. I don't know how far we're going to be able to get with this. But I don't know. I'm thinking maybe at the very least the bottom layer or part or more than half of the bottom farm can do it. We're going to build 2 farms. We're going to build one pretty high in the air here. And the second is going to be like almost at build height like that guy is. So we should be, I don't know, we're gonna have a bit of work to do. But first thing that I want to go ahead and do, I have dyed this white because if you look at the relative difference, and now that I have Soak Touch, I can show you. If you look at the relative difference, this looks a lot more ugly than this does. So yeah, I might actually get a glass texture, and only a glass texture for 1.7, just to give me some clear glass, better glass options. And I would mean like, you know, the clear glass and all of the colored glass. And Da Vinci, if you want to separate that out and just give me an add-on for glass, that'd be cool. But no requirements. I could find it and do it myself if that's a little too much to ask. But yeah, so I don't know. And that way it would also fix that too, because I used regular glass with that. But here, Silk Touch, buddy. Yeah. Okay. So that way, yeah, so we're good. Now, the iron golem's going to fall down into here. Just a 2x2, I believe, is all I would really need in the middle. Hopefully the farm, I can figure out how to make a 16x16 farm go down into a 2x2. It would maximize the spawning spaces and should work pretty well that way, I think. But what I need to do, I'm going to go ahead and just start laying this out a little bit. I don't want to cover the whole thing. I guess I do have Silk Touch. So I guess I can do that. I guess that'd be fine. So they're 3 tall, I know that. So what we need to have is actually, we're not going to do it yet, but we're going to have signs right here, right here, right here, and right here. We're going to have lava right here at this spot. So there's one block down there, 2, and 3. So their head will be in lava, and they will die, and their items actually fall out of either their feet or their midsection, not their head, or not very likely that it would be in their head or that they would pop up and get burned by the lava. So we can have the lava in here the whole time. Just 1 row is fine. It doesn't even matter at all. And they should drop down right out of their feet. We should get them. And even if they do burn, they should fall down fast enough before they completely get destroyed to be sucked up by the hoppers. And that way they'll be put out. Any fire that's on them should be put out and should be sucked up right away. So this should work. I know this used to work. And this is an older version of Minecraft. So I don't see why it wouldn't now. But after this, what we need to do is, I don't think I have any like glass slabs. I don't think that's a thing. Is it? I'm pretty sure it's not, actually. So I need to find some kind of slab that goes well with andesite and glass here. I'm going to put slabs right around the top. And we're going to make a ring of slabs all the way high in the air until we're at about 150 or so. Because I want to go pretty high in the air. The idea is that the farm has to be at least 64 or 65 blocks away. The 65th block away from any other doors that may or may not be placed in the future. So we're building a house right here. So this guy has to be high enough in the air to avoid any doors that I might place in this guy. It has to avoid those doors so that we don't mess up the village of our iron farm. So, I mean, if it did mess it up, we could break it and figure out something else. But I want to avoid that altogether. So we're going to have to go a little bit higher than just 65 blocks in the air from here, which is a little higher than 128. Which means we have to go probably at the minimum, bare minimum of what, 15 blocks high? Bare minimum of like 140, 145 or so. So I'm going to go ahead and figure out a slab situation that we can use in that case. Probably just use the andesite here. I hope I have enough. And I can figure out something else. I can also switch to marble or soapstone as well. So we should be good. I'll probably just use that combination of blocks completely. I need to see how they look together, actually. So let's do that and see about the marble. See which we like the best. But yeah, let me go ahead and get this stuff set up, and I'll see you back in a bit. Oh, man. I'm pretty high up here now. So I have, basically, this is my way up. You can't see them anymore. I've built a lot more, but there's ladders down there. And my way down is just an ender pearl all the way down, trying to hit the entrance. Although right now I'm so high up, I don't think I could do that very easily. I can't. It's pretty difficult to see that. is pretty hard. It's pretty hard to see that. But it is about time to go down. It looks like it's getting really, really dark. So even though the sun looks pretty high in the air right now, we need to go back down. Let's try to go right there. Oh, we're way off. Boom! But we're on the ground. We're pretty close, actually. That wasn't too bad. But yeah, I'm going to have to get a lot more ladders. As you see, I do have 32 more that might get us to the top. Not sure. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, so that thing looks monstrous. Yeah, that 32 should get us back to the top. We should have plenty. I can also make more if I really need to. So we have all these guys in here, which are going to be removed. Don't worry, the Comatite is just my trash block because I don't like that block at all. Like since I've seen so many of the other blocks in this mod pack, like they're all really awesome. Also, by the way, I ran out of marble, so I switched to soapstone. But you can't really tell too much from the bottom. They're fairly similar in color, so from a distance you can't really tell too much. Only up close. And really, this is the only place you're really going to be close enough to tell. We're probably never going to come up here. So, like, after it's all set up, you're never going to come up here. So it'll look okay. It'll be fine once we, finish everything. But what I need to do up here... Oh, we are so close. I'm definitely going to have to make more ladders when I get higher. Huh. Anyway, so what I want to do now is this is the level right here. Now, as you notice, we're at 145. And then if you go a few blocks higher, which is where the actual village center is going to be, and where all of the doors are going to be, it's going to be higher than that. The center is going to be probably right around 148 or so. So we should be good to go there. But what I need to do is go ahead and do this. And I'm going to have to move the entire thing. That whole thing is going to have to move to the side so I can get back up here still, but not be a big deal. So what I need to do is actually, this is going to be the first spawning platform, the lower of the two in the lower farm. So we're getting started on the actual internal workings of the thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you're going to have 7 on this side. You're going to have 7 on that side, which 7 plus 7 is 14. And then the 2 in the middle that we're not going to have as spawning platforms. Those are the whole, naturally, as you can tell, all the way down to the bottom. So that makes 16 total. So this is the entirety of the spawning platform. And around the outside of this is where we're going to put, the boundaries. It's where the doors are going to sit. And even further out is where the villagers are going to be. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're going to have this all the way around in a circle. So it's going to be a really huge spawning platform, kind of like that guy is, only without the bumps in the road. Well, although we're going to have some. I got to figure out exactly how to get the water into the middle here without spilling over and without leaving any empty blocks. Well, I guess we could actually have one empty block because golems are too wide, so they'll be pushed by a different one. They can't sit inside one block and remain still. Basically. So if there's a couple empty spots, it's not really going to hurt anything. They're still going to be pushed off the edge into the middle, so it'll be fine. But yeah, so I have a bunch of work. I need to build this platform out, like I said, 7 on each side, like so, all the way around it. So it'll turn out to be an 8x8 platform, which is kind of big, actually. Actually, no, it'll turn out to be a 16x16 platform. I don't know what I was talking about. 8x8? Pff, that's one side. Anyway, you get the idea, though. It's a lot of placing on of these guys. Hopefully, I have enough soapstone on me right now to get the initial part of it done. But then I need to tear down my ladder, move it over, build up the walls around the outside 2 blocks high, and start putting doors around the outside. And then I can build a second platform, which I'll probably bring you back before that just to check it out so we can see exactly what's going on. Oh, okay. So, the deal is that we're now up here. I now have the walls, and I have not yet laid the doors. But this is my way of laying the doors. Okay, there are other tutorials out there will tell you to go 3 high on the side wall here, or to go, I don't know, they'll tell you to do a lot of different things. They'll tell you to place water in weird ways. We're going to get into all that, but the first thing that I want to show you real quick is, well, I forgot that doors don't stack in this. I forgot that we're playing such an old version of Minecraft that I forgot that the doors, close, that not only do the doors not stack, but they don't actually, change based on what type of based on what material you're using. I totally lost my train of thought there. So what we're having here is basically I'm just covering all the edges of this with as many doors as I can. I think I'm going to run out of wood. I'm going to have to get some more. But I'm going to show you the way that I do the water for the villages here and why I don't have to... I might have enough for actually all the doors. I'm not entirely sure. I do have... Oh, no, I don't. I don't. I certainly don't. I got 2 doors here and then a few more there. Yeah, I definitely don't have enough. But yeah, so I'm going to need to actually get a lot more jungle wood as well. Oh, why did I do that? That's dumb. Don't do that. Don't ask me why I'm using jungle wood. I know I like to build with jungle wood. It's just what I had the most of, and I have actually a lot more of it as well. So I'm going to have to deal with that here in a little bit. Okay, so that's all I have for now. But yeah, I tell you what, let me go sleep. Let me get the rest of the doors in, and then I'll show you about the water stuff. I was going to do it all at the same time, but it's just, it's dark. I don't have enough wood. It's just all kind of not so great right now. Yeah. How close do we get? Not very. That's not bad. So now the way to do water in this, and as you can see, we can even see up on the top of there. We can see our little portal. It's pretty cool. But anyway, so the way to do water in this guy is kind of like this, okay? So you see this guy spread out and you're like, oh crap, well it doesn't go far enough. Well, the way water works is that you can easily place blocks underneath. It will extend them. It will extend the water a little bit, which you can't really see too much right here, but you'll see it now. No. There it goes. You see it extend? So you can pretty much just continue to place blocks on the outside of this guy. Granted, I already know that it needs to go a few more blocks out here. And at one point, it will get to where you want it to get to. Is it one more? No, you're already extended? Okay, good. And go, go, and go. It will kind of cradle this guy right here. You see how it's all like this. So now, we can actually go through. Now, you might be thinking, well, the iron golems need 3 blocks. I'm going to be putting blocks right here, which means there's only 2 high. So we don't want to avoid the spawn blocks, but they can spawn freely in water, so why not just remove these? And the way water works is that, 1, it doesn't change its shape after it's fully extended like it is right now. It's not gonna shrink, basically. It will extend if we, you know, as you just saw, it will extend, but it won't shrink back down to its original size. So we can freely remove those blocks, and it will stay in the exact same pattern. And it will still push mobs around, meaning the golems, as long as their head is still in water. You see right now, I'm being pushed. I'm too high, and I'm still being pushed. Even if I go all the way into the corner here, I'm still too high. So all the way in the corner where the water source block is, I'm still pushed. All the way out of the water and all the way down into the hole. So if we can reproduce this on every corner here, then I go ahead and do kerbloop, just like so, and then bam, 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 bam. I know it's a bunch. I don't remember how much, but I know it's a bunch. Something like that? Or one more? Is it going to be one more every single time? Yeah, there we go. So there's the one more, and now you see it's going to perfectly do it. If I reproduce this on these 2 corners right here, it will work out fine, and it will control these guys, it will circle this guy perfectly. So these are the only blocks that won't have water on them, which is exactly what we want. But now I just need to go through and remove these blocks. And I need to reproduce it on the other 2 sides. And I need to remove my infinite water source. And I need to build the second layer and reproduce this water effect just like so. Okay, that is looking very, very, very cool. I like that a lot. It's really, really cool. But there's a couple little things about this. Number 1, the mobs up there, if they spawn, they can tear down the doors. Well, zombies can at the very least. So that is one issue, but I know they can't spawn in water, so the 2 levels are good. I've put slabs along the outside ring of this, so that's good. The only issue is inside the doors. I don't know when that was added or removed, or what the state of that particular spawning space is at the moment. I don't know if it's possible that zombies spawn in there right now. So for the time being, if you look up there, if I can block the sun a little bit, there's some torches up there that you kind of see evenly spaced around. So I've made it look decent with those torches being there just by evenly spacing them around the outside. And it does look pretty good from there. So the only thing I'm really going to have to do is duplicate this once I get the villagers up there. We're going to start getting iron as soon as the villagers get there and get to the right amount of them, which shouldn't be too big of a deal. So what I need to do is go get villagers and then just duplicate this a second time. You don't need to see me do the exact same thing twice. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this guy off with the villagers, let it spawn a couple golems, hopefully, and then sometime off camera, whenever I've got a minute, I'm going to go ahead and duplicate this 65 blocks in the air higher than this. So that way we'll have double the spawning thing, but you don't have to go through me building it twice. And down here, then all I really need to do is just put in the lava and stuff, but we might get to that today. I'm not sure. Getting the villagers is going to be a big issue, but I do have a couple of minecarts. I only need 2 to start, and I have a bunch of rails from the abandoned mine shaft. So what I need to do now is actually, let's go ahead and get these guys. I need to get over to the village, which is off in that direction somewhere. Okay, here's number 1. Bam, gotcha. Hey, come back, dude. Oh, it's getting nighttime, isn't it? It's gonna get nighttime. We're gonna have some, hey, hi, how are you? Get in minecart. Oh wait, wait, push the other way. Ugh. Boom, gotcha. Okay, go that way. Blink. Good deal, good deal. So now we have these guys. I am probably gonna have to go get my bed and kind of protect these guys a little bit. No, go back that way. And yeah, kerbloop. Okay, so these guys should be okay now. They should continue to just block off or whatever. I only need 2 to start, but I am going to have to block them off at night so that nobody can get to them. No zombies and stuff, and I'm going to have to sleep through the nights for sure. Oh, crap. I needed that there, didn't I? Got it. Okay, go away, you. And it's actually getting nighttime now, so I need to do that, like, right away, or these guys are going to go really badly. This is going to go terrible if I don't hurry up. So really all I need to do is just lay track and get them all the way back to base. I gotta make this quick because I am kind of running out of time today. Go, gimme. Okay. Bloop, bloop. No. Nah. Gotcha. Oh, don't do that. Crap. I forgot that was a thing. Crap. Okay. How about this? Go back over here. Stay. There we go. Okay, now you can't go through it. I need to protect these guys completely from zombie attacks, and that includes the corners as well. So no zombies can get up on top of this. No zombies can get inside of this. I need more dirt. Of course I do. And then we can continue during the day. I'm going to go back to base, get a bed, and we're going to continue moving these guys. Hopefully I don't mess up, and hopefully I can get them all the way to the top of that, of our little thing over there. And off we go. Through the mountain. Along the coast. And through the forest. Before we finally arrive at the base. Now only one thing remains. We've got to go up. A lot. Oh, and up they go. No. Not yet. Not yet they don't, apparently. Hold on, dude. We gotta bring you back, man. I gotta bring you back now. This is not what I wanted to do. Not at all what I wanted to do. Get in the minecart. Thank you. Let's try this again. Get all the way over there. Let's try to put glass in front of it this time. Stay there. We're just gonna do this, and then we're gonna go boop. And then we're gonna punch him. There we go. Now he's going up. There we go. Okay, number 1 done. We'll go ahead and leave that piece of glass there. We should be able to break you, and place you guys down. Set you here. Go in. Like so. Put the glass in again. Then break it. Give me the minecart, and then punch it. There we go. So now they're going up. And yes, I ran out of blocks. So there's some dirt in there. There's some, I don't know. There's all kinds of things in there. Now I just got to meet them up top. A good thing I have a ladder. I could follow them, but we're just going to go ahead and use the ladder. And if you listen carefully in there, you should hear the little baby. You can actually see him over there. Got one little baby in there already. These guys just got to the top and they've already bred. So we just have to wait long enough, basically. Now, what I've got to do is I'm going to have to basically build another one of these cells on the opposite side. And since their head is here, their feet are here, this is going to be... Oh, don't fall off the edge completely, though, please. This is going to be the floor, basically. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a path from this cage all the way around to the other side on the same spot. Build out this structure yet again. And basically just send 2 of the villagers onto the other side so that way both sides breed somewhat equally. They don't have to be equal, but you just somewhat equally. And then once they get up to a certain number, we're going to start getting some iron golems falling down there and giving us some irons and some poppies. So we're going to have to see where we get to, what we get to. And yeah, we should be pretty good to go after that. So all I need to do is set this guy up on the other side. Put in some lava at the bottom. Can't forget that step. And we should start getting some iron. But that is about all the time I have for this episode. And like I said, you don't need to see me do the same thing twice. So I've already got one side set up. I can do the other by myself. I can do the other farm by myself. And yeah, it should be good to go. So in the next episode, I should have a bunch of iron starting to pile up. Hopefully in here. And that's if the whole 2x2 hole thing doesn't bite me in the butt. It used to... if I remember correctly, 2x2 wasn't exactly enough for an iron golem. Like, they can fall down, but if 2 of them go in, they can actually push against each other. And they won't quite fit in the hole, and it will cause problems. I think the ideal situation is a 3x3 or a cross pattern of like a 3x3, but the corners are still there, or something like that. So I might have to change the tunnel here and the inside of this a little bit in order to make that work if we do start to have golems like hitting against each other and getting stuck up here. But we'll have to see later on. For now, I'm just going to build this out as it is. And yeah, so if you like the episode, don't let that like button get lonely and subscribe to see more. If you want to see, or wait, check out the Patreon and donation links down below. Thank you for watching. Do what you do, and I will see you next time. Peace out, peeps. There it is. Wait. Oh. Wow, you were going so slow. Look at that. The energy. It takes a huge amount of energy to do this. Okay, the other thing I was working on is this is not going to give us too much.